cup of coffee? Because I certainly do. So hey there, hi there, hello there everyone. Welcome. It's time for Hearts and Crafts with Anna. I'm Anna. If this is your first time here, thank you for stopping by. If you visited before, it's so good to see you again. On this channel, we share shopping hauls, create budget-friendly DIYs, and home decor. I am so excited about today's video. I am taking part in a crafting for my Easter basket challenge. It's hosted by Kiki at Kiki's DIYs, and her co-host is Jamie from Simple Roots, Simple Living. This challenge, we were asked to use items that we already have in our stash and create some spring or Easter DIYs. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video and you don't miss out on any of my upcoming springtime or Easter fun. Now let's get to my craft table. Let's get some Easter DIYs going. Let's see what I got in my stash and what we can create for you today. All right, come on, let's go. You know the way to the craft room. Grab your coffee, let's go. For my first DIY, I'm using a piece of burlap. This is about 25 inches. I'm using these fabric treat bags that I got from Dollar Tree last year. I used the other side to make a banner, so I'll be using the front side. I have some multicolored yarn and some wood beads. These are from the Dollar Tree. I started by tracing a circle around the face of the bunny, and then I cut out the circle. Next, I made bunny ears out of the scrap piece that was left after cutting out the face of the bunny. I used a Mod Podge to attach the ears to the bunny face. I did this to all the bunny sacks, and here is what the bunnies look like so far. I cut the burlap into 5-inch strips, folded them in half lengthwise, and cut them at an angle upward to make the banner flags. Next, I glued the bunnies to the flags using Elmer's school glue. Next, I made tassels for my banner. I wrapped my yarn 15 times around this 3-inch piece of cardboard. Then I slipped my yarn underneath, pulling it towards the top and tying it into a knot. Once I tied it into a knot, I slipped the yarn off of the cardboard and secured it tightly with a double knot. Next, I wrapped my yarn around the top of the tassel, creating the head of the tassel. I wrapped my yarn 4 times around and tied it at the back in a double knot. Once I had my tassel secured, I cut the loops at the bottom of the tassel, and then I cut the ends of the tassel, leaving a straight edge at the bottom. I ended up making 6 tassels for this banner. Next, I used the yarn to trim around the bunny. I cut about a 60-inch piece of yarn and used a needle to thread the beads and the burlap through. On the bunnies, I added some bows. I made a little shoestring bow out of the yarn, and on the male bunnies, they have a little bow tie, and on the female bunnies, they have their bow in their hair. Hair. In their hair or in their ear. Oh, I just said that was funny. I'll just keep stringing away. I spaced the flags out at about 5 inches, and once I had them all spaced out, I went ahead and tied the tassels in between the 2 beads. Please stay tuned for the reveal of this banner. DIY number 2 is next. I'd like to take a minute to recognize and thank our hosts for this Crafting from My Easter Basket Challenge, Kiki at Kiki's DIYs, and her co-host Jamie from Simple Roots, Simple Living. Their channels, along with the playlist for this challenge, are linked in the description below. Please hop on over to their channels and view the playlist, and maybe you'll get inspired to create your own Easter and spring DIYs. Now, on to DIY number 2. For this DIY, I'm using an Easter door hanger from the Dollar Tree, some pom-poms, these are also from the Dollar Tree, an assortment of ribbons, I have lots, I don't know which ones I'll end up using, and some Waverly chalk paint in the color plaster. I removed the paper from the front of the egg. It did come off pretty easily, but I did have to sand it down a bit before painting the egg. I measured the egg, finding the center point, and using my glue stick, I attached this beautiful striped ribbon across the center of the egg for the focal point. I measured 2.5 inches from the top of the egg and then 2.5 inches from the bottom of the egg, and added some beautiful coordinating orange ribbons to each side of the egg. Once I had these 3 main coordinating ribbons down, I randomly chose different colors, different texture, different pattern ribbons, and I added 3 below the top ribbon, 3 above the bottom ribbon, and then 1 on each side of the center ribbon. Once I had all my ribbons down, I started with the pom-poms. I used about 2 bags of these Dollar Tree pom-poms. I just started gluing them down in this random order. It didn't really take me very long to do this. I had on my dance music and it just helped me to get through it a lot quicker. And besides, just looking at all these beautiful colors was just making my heart smile, and I couldn't wait to see what it was going to look like at the end. but I was really happy with the way it's turning out. It's got a little bit of a boho vibe with these pom-poms and all the bright colors. Let me know what you think. Oh, so pretty, huh? I made a hanger out of one of my leftover pieces of ribbon. I glued it onto itself and then to the back of the egg. Wow, I've got to say that this has got to be one of the funnest DIYs I have ever made. If funnest is even a word, I don't know, but this was the funnest DIY. These beautiful bold colors and these little charming little springtime ribbons and those pom-poms bringing in that boho dimension. And then we have this funny bunny banner. These bunnies with their funny little faces bringing a bit of whimsy to my window. And the tassels, well, they just add that little bit of movement. Let me know which one of these two DIYs was your favorite. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! This was fun.